when all else feels uncertain. We celebrate the present through concrete actions already in motion. Through the e-Justice program, we are moving toward digital filing, digital service, virtual hearings, and digitized records, making justice faster, more efficient, and more accessible. We have introduced extended court sittings via the two-stream system.
One for Seimu and a deputy minority shape, Jerry Ahmed Saib, and so Ekasama minority leader no and so kase. As a Nibiano eye baby, as I say, a impasia, Tresse, and Sansa among your sem etimi ekomu, or catch you say, as I say, yepe, se Ghana democracy begina printing, na afi among your sem. Mongra asem nibiemu senya baya enko for how any amania enfa Ghana democracy.
Our nation's legal journey has been one of a collective purpose. Each generation, like those pilgrims, has contributed its own chapter, some marked by sacrifice, others by triumph, but all moving together in pursuit of justice and order. As we mark 150 years of the Supreme Court of Ghana, we pause along this journey, not only to reflect on the stories of our past, but to take stock of where we stand today and to define with clarity and courage the path that lies ahead. For 150 years, the Supreme Court has been the guardian of our Constitution and the defender of our freedoms. We honor the vision of our founding fathers and jurists who laid the foundation of justice in this land. Their courage reminds us that democracy is never handed down. It is earned, protected, and preserved. We cannot forget the landmark decisions that shaped our democracy. These decisions strengthened the rule of law and reminded us that justice in Ghana is not for the privileged few, but the right of all. They are a proof that the court must remain impartial, an impartial arbiter of.
Midasu ejinamu ewa afinsia waha ni edronua eye Ghana ya semni biafo etumi ese ehun fanimu na midasu jemu ewa Association of Magistrates and Judges of Ghana. And so etumi eka se obekoso aye jumapa na obema tentrene aye nokware pene ahoti mu enya abra omode atenie ebetena hodi ago atoprade ama oman Ghanafo na ebom begina painting say ane a eye ane eye dabi a eye dabi omohwese omode niema bone enye bi befrafra omohu na omaji ejimbone ne santino omobekoso aye jumapa na omama atemtrene etumi aye nokware.
While commemorating this historic anniversary, we honor the vision, integrity, and dedication of the distinguished jurists, past and present, whose service has upheld accountability. Their enduring legacy continues to inspire all members of the bench and bar. Now, while reflecting on this remarkable journey, we are reminded that the strength of our judiciary lies not only in its history, but in its continued courage to uphold truth and fairness. With renewed purpose, we look to the future, confident that the Supreme Court of Ghana will continue to lead with wisdom, uphold justice without fear or favor, and inspire generations yet to come. As colleagues in the administration of justice, we express our solidarity with the Supreme Court of Ghana and reaffirm our collective commitment to judicial excellence, independence, and integrity. Together, we will continue to uphold the values that define our justice system and serve the people of Ghana with honor.
Ghana Bar Association President Efua Gate ensu etu efukese command nimfo ne atemuafo se wanya wana chuma ewo ahobrasie mu no kwari anipeye mu na woma atentene enkoso na afi entumi mua sene ebeya enkofa enitan biara entumi emfa emma yenti ensema Efua Gate etimi so edituja.
1876 It's not just significant for the establishment of the Supreme Court, it is also significant for the bar, because it marked the beginning of the era of formal trained lawyers in the Gold Coast. The theme for the celebration is honoring the past, celebrating the present, and defining the future. Respectfully, as we join the bench to launch this momentous celebration, we ask ourselves very simple questions. Where would Ghana be without the rule of law, safeguarded by the bench and the bar? Would the scenery be that of the survival of the fittest? Are we fulfilling our God-given responsibilities? That is why we must continue to remind ourselves, both the bench and the bar, that we find ourselves in a hallowed position, a position of immense power and influence. May we be humbled by this and dispense.
Afi yanko aya parliament and some emua yediani kwakopiemu ewa minority caucus. Eno ama eni papi etia wonsem efa NPRA aya National Pension Regulatory Authority home aya Vincent Eko Asefua MP ma ot tafo akase wadibeye sigana sika 8 million ekoye training wo United States na emu 4 million per diem ni accommodation enko aremu ti wakase esese wo hwemu ye na pensioner sika no enkoye enseye yentie ensema Vincent Eko Asefua edituja.
It has been confirmed that NPRA undertook a 2-week foreign training program at Bentley University in Boston involving 11 board members. 11 board members, 6 directors, and senior management staff. Preliminary estimates place the cost at approximately 2.38 million for business class air travel alone. For the 11 people, approximate estimate, this cost the pensioner, the ordinary pensioner, about 2.38 million for business class air tickets alone. While accommodation and per diem allowances hang around 4 million cedis. 4 million cedis, translating to well over 8 million Ghana cedis, excluding tuition, logistics, and incidental expenses which remain undisclosed. The board members, management, and some selected staff of the NPRA decided to undertake a training program in the United States of America. A training program which could have been done here in Ghana. For example, UPSA could have conducted the same training program for them. But they decided to take all the 11 board members to the United States of America. They decided to take 6 directors to the
so eka say any pebia wo call training no et say Deputy Attorney General ne Bank of Ghana Deputy Governor what na hot nansape wo nansa edaye de duanaya na keso mukodi ye 14 days no what na hot nansape nanso woje won sika nyina asemi amani pebisa ensemi sapi edefa ho se enipa dodo a ye di omuko training say omukwa kodi eda du and 9 14 days na omotimi akwotena wona nsapa edede ne yetabiri sikakase per diem any accommodation na yetumi tam 4 million etimi adema wo mo se omonje enti omo pese omo ba na omo bechi omo ye etumi de kire won ye nchi ensema osanso editu dwabie.
On the Bentley University issue, what was the content, the scope, curriculum, and measurable learning outcomes of the 2-week Bentley University program undertaken by the 21-member delegation, which 14 days, we are told that the Deputy Attorney General, Justice Remsai, attended only 3 days, took the per diem and came back to Ghana. Does Bentley University, USA, offer any specialized course specifically on Ghana's National Pensions Act, 2008, Act 766, and its implementation architecture? What was the total cost of the training program, including tuition, flights, accommodation, per diem, and logistics? We are also very interested in these costs because the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana also sit on this board. He went for the program just some 2-3 days, took the
no minority so kassetia say NPRA pese wadi 700 million kofa loan phase 2 ejuma bra phase 1 imponu ejuma no entumi enwieye enti wo finance minister say onyai sa ade no kosi say obeye independence investigation and sign our to me atowaso enti ni nsem no emu ebio.
We call for the immediate suspension and independent review of the 700 million phase 2 facility proposal associated with Mr. Chris Bodi-Mensah's administration, including the necessity, repayment terms, pricing basis, and long-term impact on contributors' returns. We must always remember that new pension reforms, that is the Act 766 of 2008, promised Ghanaian workers of decent retirement income security. For clarity and national accountability, the issues requiring immediate investigation are as follows. 1. In addition to the foregoing, the following specific questions now arise and require immediate public answers from the NPRA, its leadership under Mr. Chris Bodi-Mensah, and all institutions involved in the relevant approvals, transaction, and oversight processes on the proposed 700 million loan or bond facility from Tier 2 and Tier 3 pension funds. Who is the loan or bond transaction advisors engaged on the proposed 700 million phase 2 headquarters financing arrangement? Was the appointment of the special loan or bond transaction advisor subjected to competitive tendering? And if so, what procurement method was used and who approved it? These are the questions that we are asking by way of an RTI, and the man is telling us that because of a certain IOPS principle, we cannot ask these questions on behalf of the Ghanaian people. And by extension,
so staff ma koma kujuba kuma wa transfer one fee 2025 for no ninyina no National Pension Regulatory Authority wasiminu ka say ama omana risika 1 million Ghana cedis no ka say wey amanyosemu ade yenti ensema wasanso kan editwa to.
We are also informed that 11 staff politically motivated transfers have been executed within a short period, each reportedly costing approximately 90,000 Ghana cedis. In the NPRA, if there is any transfer, you pay a cost or you pay an amount to the one who has been transferred. So the transferor will pay 90,000 to the transferee for expenses. So if there is any politically motivated transfer, a transfer that is needless, a transfer that is hinged on political affiliation, a supposed political affiliation. And so when Mr. Chris took over, he has done 11 of these politically motivated transfers, which cost 90,000 cedis per transfer, amounting close to 1 million Ghana cedis in transfer-related expenses alone. The question is, if these funds were his personal funds, or he was managing his own business, would he commit this 1 million Ghana cedis for this unnecessary politically motivated transfers? Pension contributors are entitled to ask whether repeated internal movements of staff as such costs represent the best use of scarce pension administrative resources. There are also concerns regarding internal administrative decisions, including rapid promotions and appointments. Reports indicate the appointment of a personal aide, reportedly a veterinary doctor, who has been elevated.
Afi yabeta yangucho akwakoche aboafo nkrato simantete beye aduosia na yaba metwa ensem ne so edi ama.
Let me be.
Eradin shira wo Yesu Kristo demo. Wa kwa po Kofi Oduro and America say frame osofu gidigidi wati. Tie Erade bie kwan de ato ho se efira nopa. Hana eba ompa e na Erade tie. No the Samuel ebai. Tie Erade amaya kwanya se fie da bia ye ntwe nanim ne ompa e. Empire gidi. Enemy share Taifa Johnson. Refiner Chapel International Auditorium. Taifa Johnson. So do Taifa Johnson. Baby a ton spare personal. Me say baby a ton spare personal ankasa. For spare pass for anymore. Net 2 America FF is sunny. Bones am a sambo there is your Refiner Chapel International. Name share fear be 7:30. Me see a fear no pa. 7:30. Ever then found bra. Awo Yesu demo. Amen.
Refiner's fire.
Mami Sansu, Emma Wakwa Babiemu, Wabraye to me, Aqua Abbey, Nafi, Mintua, and Samusu, Air of the studios of Off TV. I able to tie for Johnson and Crackro Kesiemu. Many Ghana for any Kakopiemu, Ewa Ga Adangbe, traditional priest, any pretenses, and no my Timmy, Aqua Kwesra President John Dramani Mahama, so on fan who share and some more echo so. Our Magdan aviation answer. What to me aje the friend some our terminal 1 Accra International Airport no ehun. Was see ehun here say omampanyini beye bibi anthem. Na wana eji enimu din semi koma omampanyini eye kole wolomo. Eye numo aite kobla watoso miensa. Ono ne tumi kojina kakika nsemi etumi adichira omampanyini se Magdan. Ni license ayaje free nsemuno abani nhwe nsa so mfa na ade ma no.
We respectfully submit that the handling of the issues surrounding Magdan Aviation risks sending an unintended but troubling signal to the business community, both local and international. We equally recognize the constitutional mandate of the president as the symbol of national unity and the ultimate guardian of Ghana's economic and social stability. In light of the foregoing, we humbly petition Your Excellency to 1. Cause an independent and transparent review of the circumstances leading to the revocation of Magdan's aviation license at Terminal 1. 2. Ensure that all actions taken in respect of the matter strictly adhere to the principles of natural justice, fairness, and due process. 3. Take such steps as may be necessary to protect indigenous Ghanaian investments, particularly those that contribute significantly to national development. And 4, reassure the Ghanaian business community that their investments are secured and that Ghana remains a safe and supportive environment for enterprise. Your Excellency, today,
Wo kuyayemu ensemuno Ghana enya mwakasiepa. Na bre the fertilizer be 2,000 metric tons. Abra Ghana efi Morocco. The baba boa ama aduane tumi ebuso oman Ghana mo. Na we adoya oman Morocco etumi ababeye oman Ghana efa kuaye ehu. Na enumu no ene ya yewura okujato abrakwa. Ono ena shek amonone insensem so timi bejina simpie so ene bema so etumi di na se kese di Morocco afin so osi obehwe se ye behye eye epo yabo eda Ghana ene Morocco ntem sene ye be ya kasubo mahudu aye di no etumi aboa ma oman mi enu nchechire etumi akonani.
Great pleasure to receive this donation of 2,000 metric tons of fertilizer from the Kingdom of Morocco. On behalf of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the government and people of Ghana convey our deepest appreciation to the Kingdom of Morocco for this kind gesture. This gesture is testament of the strong and fantastic relations between Ghana and Morocco. But it is not only donations they are making, they are helping us to also build our own capacity. We are in the process of establishing our own fertilizer manufacturing plant where we can also produce because of the strong technical collaboration that is going on in the field of agriculture. Today's donation will go a long way to support President Mohammed's Feed Ghana project. The Feed Ghana initiative is one that is intended to build our resilience when it comes to food security. You do know that in 2024, Ghana spent $3 billion importing food. That is not a situation we are happy.
Mini Ghana for our sports mu and sports minister Kofi Adams etumi ekwo gina simpie so a na oye jumedi be friend say National Forum on Trafficking Through Sports enumu na afi wotumi eye 1 minute silence the car Dominic Frimpong a wo fi Bekum Chelsea akromfo ekotise Bekum Chelsea fo a yetumi agye ne kra edi free ne nsem no wasanso eka ne ho nsem yenti ensem a agudie esoafo Kofi Adams edited.
I think we heard a very sad news at the start of this week, and so before I proceed, I would like us to rise and observe a minute of silence in honor of the young Ghanaian footballer Dominic Frimpong of Bekum Chelsea, who recently lost his life in a tragic armed robbery incident. May his soul and the souls of other departed rest in perfect peace. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here today.
No one some and sports minister Kofi Adams and so catch Ghana in say. Asema efa World Cup ye kwakobo ewo USA Mexico ni Canada ye free Ghana ye kaptatani Accra ye ko USA ye kobo World Cup na just say World Cup ni de o say simuani amimi kobi awalanso e kobi ana na ewo enumunu na Kofi Adams e kasa say World Cup slot won sema pie wo Ghana ha no enya no kware obi abeka bibia obua na wakase enipa no a omanya no e wo hodada na mom nya se bia slot bi wo adima kwadwo adima kwame NDC fo PCP fo MPP fo na mom ensama abobaba no Ghana fo enya abotre na afi yenhwe sere ben nsam betimi akoso. God bless our homeland Ghana yeah Yekunim ya dia o say tese na dey World Cup no ye kwa akoji yenchi nsema Kofi Adams sports minister edited.
I've been given some numbers of sorts that all you do is to point at, give it to this one, give it to that one, and voila, it happens. I say it and I am not believed, and somebody else will emerge somewhere and say, oh, I am very close to the minister, so I can help you. And they pay so much. I happened one morning, I haven't even put to any call that morning. And so the first call I answered, someone was asking me whether I just concluded the conference call with some persons. And in this conference call, what they do is that they call you and tell you they are having the minister. And this senior flosser will speak as the minister and make all the promises. And at that moment,
yeah, do every year we're off TV and you and some so mediani nana akwesi amofadi Ghana in Agena tum say about kanusa. Muna me to me echemuye deba akan kasemu ema da sanibia etumi etia sentia hwefo medamu nyina asesem hwa me monko sunya nimde ma yenya sworden na afi yenya enwumre pa medama se enede yinemu ansa na me sori so no tie na me so enwumre yi se edechina eye fiada wan na pefa hodie wan na pe wogye jo pa ni monyam yade da so pese ko akwantu no wa yankrata sem no kwa na ya rejecto immigration paper failure visa rejection nunu ka se be mani ba wa brabomu I love you me walde o promise and fail na okọ delay in marriage wa worry eba no emma delay in childbirth ohia don komi no ufie ne wo so adoma ne kran ye to wo hia afi eka amene wo hu ne awonye tire mi tire obabi a obetimi aba besie eye baby ba kope eno eda na obesi wo na ne ma ni na be free wo so eno an specific prayer ekoso wa Refiners Tapo International what Taifa Johnson baby a spare part for no one baby off TV one we so no say we share Refiners or so fugigidi a crop you know obi abetro aha no betimi abesie bra na bebo empire onya bo wi anya minam na kwa so ebe kan sem de egu so nipa ba senkom se numpe ebenya nkwa ebia me no ka se wabrabo no enwa akokwa se numpe kire se enam eni ho entini eni ho wedea entua wedea ho ne moja aye adwuma saa na wadwuma ye wakwantu aye waware aye ene me ka tro ne ese bra na wonya bedua nyame free stro emeye na mom na ko ano bekasa no kasa afi otumfo nyankopon ebeye so specific prayer come and pray and make God worry the tomensa at the frame telephone number no I go kasamfene o ba no afom kwan ya fa ne frame amem ne beba be faw ete waba enchaka sie nkoma eye akua mensa wo control una wo chinchim ne ma no mechia onya minshira na nyame enye wo kasiem afi mechia da sani biada o hweyen title of TV enwumre ebo nonso enifa ye did the church e de bebreo koso na eni entena me ma hwefo nyina mo ni hwe a enwumre pa nam de musi